Good morning, YouTubers. Thursday morning here, October 15th, 2015 at it's about 7:20, 7:25 in the morning, Eastern time. I thought I'd try to show you what this kind of looks like before all the Sturm und Drang starts again here. You can sort of see the height they build up from. I think they're going to use that other dirt down there for like regrading, because that's the really rich dirt. That's that dirt that had all the roots and the mulched leaves and composted leaves and stuff in it. It's getting on toward about 10:30 in the morning here now. You can sort of see where the actual edge of the ditch is going to be. I imagine they'll readjust that drainage situation at some point. Looks like they've got, I think that might be some new rock down there toward the end, rather than, in addition to the ones they sort of retrieved from the bank yesterday. And we have a truck pulling in, and we have a portable crapper has been delivered here about a half hour ago. I think there's a guy in it right now. No, he came out. Well, I think the truck driver's going to use it too. Oh, occupied. Occupado. That's pretty much more of the same here. Well, we're getting on toward 11 o'clock in the morning now. Maybe a little after 11 o'clock. If you look very, very closely, you can see a yellow nylon rope blowing in the wind just to the right of that sort of stumpy tree with some new growth coming out of it. Stumpy, the stumpy stump. And that goes up into the top of my sycamore tree by the creek. Almost to the top, maybe about 10 feet down from the top, and then goes up basically near the trunk. And if you look over here again, you can see an Asplunda truck, an orange truck. There. Now I'll make you the right size here. These guys have been on lunch break, and they're just now starting work again here at 12:22. So the minute I saw this nylon rope, I went down and took a lot closer look at it from the driveway. Somebody's obviously come down there and climbed up that tree and put that rope there. Asplunda's a tree service company that the electric company uses. They use two. They use Nelson's and they use Asplunda. And so I shot an email off to my attorney. I said, we don't have a formal airspace agreement with these guys yet. Can they come in and do this? So we'll see if anything can be done about that here. Meanwhile, work starts up again. Well, I spoke with the crew chief named Jake, and he assures me that they understand that they can't cut out past those pink flagged sticks there. I'm assuming they're talking about the two rather than the one there down by the edge of the creek. As I like to keep saying, we shall see. Meanwhile, I'd like to know how they got that rope up there. The guy there in the white hat there in the center is Jake. He's the actual crew chief. They've got a rope now going all the way up here to this branch out here, about 4/5 of the way out to the end of that branch up there, right in the center of the shot. It looks like they're carting the dirt from all the roots and all that good rich composted stuff. They're carting that off in a dump truck here. Alrighty. Looks like now they're getting ready to send another guy up. One guy's throwing a line way up off to the side of the tree that's way over on my side. I don't know what that's in aid of. Yeah, yeah. They've got a line that they've slung between two trees, and then they've got a line over the line. I think that may be this guy's means of exit when this whole thing's said and done. We got two guys up there now. They just roped the saw up to the guy up higher. Here comes the county guy to do some soil compaction tests. Giving him a straight line of sight up guidance here now from the ground. They also serve to stand and wait. Now you can see the other guy sort of clambering around on a limb farther out toward the creek. Now he's kind of behind that diagonal trunk right now. I just seen these guys. I spoke with the guy and I said, why don't you just drag that stuff over, you know, off to the side there and just leave it there. It'll be nice for all the wildlife. So that way they don't have to drag all that crap up the hill. Can't see the other guy right now. I assume he's up there somewhere. Oh, I see him now. He's almost back out over the creek now. Everybody's interested. Everybody's watching. Treacherous line of work. Here's Mr. Griner, the foreman. He's got a GPS unit and a tape measure and a can of paint. Here's the completed product and nobody got hurt. Thanks be to God. And they did it in their usually conservative way. Very unaggressive. As pun intends means very unaggressive. They tend to err on the side of the property owner. Meanwhile, I'll give you a shot of the Rent-A-John. Now while we come up here out of the wind, I've got to say, I've been smelling this kind of cologne all day. This, you know, it's like, it's perfume, but it's more like a, you know, like a man cologne, you know. And I think these guys aren't wearing that much cologne, because I've talked to them. I mean, I've stood next to them. You don't smell anything on them, you know, maybe some soap, you know. And it just hit me. It's coming from that portable can down there, you know, on the tree line. Well, thank the good Lord, nobody got hurt when they were doing this tree stuff, and the airspace issue still remains to be resolved. I mean, the simplest way for AEP to resolve this is just move their pole. Basically, move it back to where it was originally staked. About 5 feet to the north of where the existing pole is, rather than, you know. Yeah, I don't understand engineering mentality, and I hate to say that because, you know, well, my brother-in-law is an engineer, and he fucked me over. But there's an engineer guy at church, and he's absolutely not like that. Well, he's not like that now, let's put it that way. You know, just like, you know, I'm not like I was when I was a practicing physician, actively practicing physician, you know, actually going down to the coal face every day and doing the job. Yeah, I'm a very different person now than I was in 1991. Sorry, since 1995, since I've been going to church and, you know, really seriously getting into this stuff. Well, it continues on here. So the dust is getting a bit intense here with the wind picking up. Fortunately, it's coming out of the west, so it's not really blowing in onto the house. But if you're right down there, you know, where I was when I was videoing earlier, you certainly got a snoot full of it. Well, the camera got a snoot full of it anyway. So I think we can say bye-bye YouTubers.